On tonight's show, we are going to be chatting with one of our double whammy headline acts for our Roosters Rock Festival in 2024. Tonight, we have Ghost UK, a tribute to Ghost. Ghost UK are one or two headline acts for the Rooster Rock Festival in 2024. They will be joining Lady Rage with a whole smattering of other bands included. I talked to the band about their origins of how and why they became a tribute to Ghost, their love for the music of Ghost, where they see themselves in the future, and much more. This is an event you do not want to miss either, but here is tonight's interview, ladies and gents, with Ghost UK, a tribute to Ghost. So fasten in your seatbelts, grab your popcorn and your beverages and your other snacks. Get comfy. Welcome to the Just Small Show with our guests, Ghost UK, a tribute to Ghost. Enjoy, everybody. Let's get right into the show. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Just Small Show. Today, I am here today joined with one of the fair few acts that we do have for next year's Roosters Rock Festival. And I am today joined by Ghost UK, a tribute to Ghost. Guys, again, thank you ever so much for taking the time out your busy schedule to come and answer some questions for me.
No problem. No, happy to do it.
So, my first question, guys, was when did you decide to start the tribute act?
Well, these guys started about a little over a year ago. I joined along just under a year ago. I was kind of the final piece of the puzzle. I heard a calling, and I answered the call, and here I am with these guys. And now we share our love for Ghost with other Ghost fans around the UK. So it's been a fun journey so far. And we're having a lot of laughs, doing a lot of dancing, getting up to some mischief. And we're excited to keep going. We've got a lot coming up, and we're very excited about it.
Awesome. That because, when Ed said to me that, we've got Ghost, I went, he said, you've got to explain yourself a little bit more. You can't just say one name and then... I said, because if it's a tribute act and you say the band's name, etc., but you don't say it's a tribute, I think you've gone and got the actual act. And then he went, oh no, it's Ghost UK. I was like, right, okay, well, say that then. So, yeah, he's done that a few times with me when he said an artist's name or a band's name, and I'm like, what, the actual person or the actual band? And went, no, we got a tribute act. And they sound amazing. I said, send me some of the stuff and I'll have a look. And I think he sent me your Facebook page, and I just went and watched. I went and listened to an original song from Ghost, and then I went to the Facebook page and heard you guys. I went, these guys sound very, very close. They're almost identical. I was very impressed because it's very difficult to be able to sound like an act or a singer or a band, because not everybody has the vocal range of said person, etc. So it can be very difficult to be able to match their energy, match their sound. So the second question is, what gravitated you guys to Ghost? You know, what gravitated you towards their music? What was it about their sound that appealed to you guys?
Good question. I think the music of Ghost is so beautifully accessible to many people. Whatever background you come from, whatever your central music taste is, wherever you fall on that spectrum, you can easily access Ghost because their style is so wide ranging. They incorporate so many different things from so many different genres, and they almost transcend genres, that it's really easy to gravitate towards Ghost. And for some reason, when you start, you can't stop. You just want more and you want more, and thankfully they keep delivering. So it's easy enough to get addicted. It's like a drug, and you just want more. And soon you become so addicted that you end up doing crazy stuff like this. You dress up and you try to show your love by sharing the kind of magic that they kind of try to share. And you try to emulate that and replicate it as best you can. And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. We try to pride ourselves on being the most authentic Ghost tribute in this country that there is. And that's why we work so hard to try to replicate them as closely as we can. And that's our best way to show how much we appreciate the real band and how much we love what they do.
Awesome, because, you know, being a tribute of any kind of act, whether it be a solo artist or a group, etc., it's got to be a little bit daunting at the same time because, you know, Ghost, they are very, very beloved. They've got a smattering amount of hits. You know, they are huge. They're very, very well known, very well liked. You know, when we announced it, I announced that we had you guys for next April on my Facebook page, and I made the announcement on the live. We had a lot of people in the chat. They were contacting Ed, and they were excited, and they were very excited that we had got you guys. And I think that kind of tells you that a lot of people love Ghost. They love their sound, they love their music, and once they found out and heard that we had gotten you, they were very, very excited for next year. So when it comes to the event as a whole, are you excited to perform in Barrow for the first time?
Yeah, totally. We haven't been that way before, so it's going to be exciting for us to explore new territory, to meet new people, and to try and bring what we do to a new environment and in a completely different way than we've ever done it before. So yeah, we're just as excited to be there as other people are for us to be there. And we are so flattered that we're getting that kind of response. And we just know that we're going to do everything we can to make sure that that excitement is justified and that we perform on the day and we deliver and people go home smiling, because that's what Ghost tried to do.
Awesome, because, you know, we've got an amazing lineup for the Rooster Rock Festival, which is the event that you are going to be performing at next year. We have Lady Rage, yourselves, and then we've got the Resurrection Machine. They are a sort of newish band. I believe that they've not long just formed. Another fairly new band in Neon Oracle. You know, we've got, I think there's 5 or maybe 6 bands altogether, and I've seen, you know, the names that we got, and I've gone, and I think the other one that we got is called Silly Peach, and I think they have literally not long just formed, because they performed here in Barrow very recently, and Ed and Anne quite liked them, and so we thought, you know what, let's get them. Let's see, you know, let's get them for the event next year. And so they are going to be one of the, I believe, one of the warm-up bands before, I would say, yourselves or Lady Rage. I think they're going to be one of the first acts of the night. But, you know, like when it comes to a whole, when you look at, you know, your careers, when it comes to being in this tribute act, it's a very big name, is Ghost, but when it comes to the industry of music, where do you see yourselves in 5 years' time?
Hopefully still having fun. That's why we do what we do, because we love the music of Ghost. We love to perform, and hopefully we're still out there doing it hopefully we've gained a little notoriety, and hopefully we can continue to keep filling our calendar and keep having those opportunities to take the music out, to take the music of Ghost out to people who might not be able to access the real thing for one reason or another. And maybe 5 years time, maybe hopefully, personally, I hope we're still doing that. I hope we're still doing that, maybe on a larger scale if we can, but we're happy to perform in any way we can, and to keep sharing our love of this band and keep sharing in that community, because the Ghost fan base, there's a big community out there for it. And we like to mingle with those people, try to share our love of the band, and hopefully in 5 years we're still doing that. That's what I hope is happening in 5 years' time for us. I hope we're still out there having fun.
Awesome, because that's the whole point of doing something you love. You've got to be able to love and have passion whilst doing it. Because if there isn't that much passion in what you are doing, is there any point of doing said thing? I've always said that. So you've got to find some passion, some love and enjoyment for doing the thing that you are doing. I mean, there's a lot of songs that Ghost have, and you must have a whole plethora of songs to choose from when it comes to having a set, playlist of songs for you to perform. So, what's one of the most hardest songs for you guys to perform at any event live?
I think that's different for. It's a different answer to that question for all of us. There are different challenges in each song for each member of the band. But because these guys don't talk, I can only talk from my experience. I guess one of the hardest songs to sing for me is maybe something like Dance Macabre at the end of the show. A lot of high notes in that one, and because it's usually at the end, maybe there's a little fatigue there. But more often than not, I get through it unscathed, and it's a fun song anyway. So even if I can't sing it, people are still dancing, people are still having a good time. But yeah, that one's always a challenge. But each song, like I said, each song presents different challenges for different people. But that's part of the fun, is to challenge yourself to take on these songs and perform them as best you can. And when it gets to the point where you're ready to perform them and you manage to nail it on the night, there's no feeling like that. So you have to take these challenges, and that's exactly what we do.
I mean, that's got to be an incredible feeling for you to be able to, when you're performing, you just see the reaction of everybody that is watching live, and they're just sort of, in a manner of sense, they kind of get lost in the music. In a manner of sense, they just get lost and just kind of, in a manner of sense, go to their happy place and just sort of forget about everything else, forget about all their troubles, all their worries. And everybody has that, with music, a certain song or a certain artist with their style of music. So when it comes to performing any of the band's songs live, what's one of your favourite songs to perform live?
That one, the answer to that question changes from month to month. It's always the different, whatever song you really feel like playing always changes from time to time. At the moment, I really enjoy Jesus, He Knows Me, the cover of the Genesis song. That one for me is a lot of fun right now. I really enjoy playing that one. And that one always gets a good reaction. And just like you said, people are there to forget their worries, to leave all that stuff outside the door and go and have a good time. And that song always seems to get a good reaction, and people tend to really have fun with that one. So that one's a lot of fun for me to play right now. Next week, it might be a different answer. But for me right now, that's the one that I look forward to most, I think, on the night.
Wow, because like I said, Ghost got a whole plethora of songs, so when it comes to you performing live, it must get a little bit, like, oh, I love to perform this song, but then all of a sudden, you have another show and people react differently to another certain song and give it a whole new sense of energy to the song. You just want to know, that's the song I love to perform live. So I can truly understand how it can literally go ping pong from song to song, gig to gig, or month to month. And when it comes to music's one of the most beautiful things in the world. It's one of the most beautiful things that we have in our lives. So when it comes to a song or just any kind of music, What song in your lifetime truly spoke to you?
Well, I think it's interesting what you said about music. It's got a very unique quality in that it evokes a real emotional reaction within you. If it does its job, then it makes you feel something, or it makes you think something, it makes you ask questions. And those are the best songs, in my opinion, that do that. And there are many songs that do that for me. Whether it's a Ghost song or whether it's a song from an artist other than Ghost. You know, there are songs by the Smiths that I find really appealing. There are songs by a lot of noisier bands that I find really appealing. There are songs by a lot of independent kind of solo singers that I find really appealing. So if the song speaks to you emotionally and it makes you think and it makes you question and it provokes something in you, then it's done its job. And there are plenty of songs who do that for plenty of people. And hopefully we try to emulate that in a live situation. And when we see people singing along and dancing along and shaking their booties, then we know we've done our job.
Yeah, that's got to be the best feeling in the world when you are performing live and you just see people just sort of, in a matter of sense, just sort of let loose. You know, I like to call it as letting their hair down and just saying sod it. I'm here to have some fun. You know, it's been a tough week, or the past month's been a bit rough. I'll finally get the chance to let my hair down. I'm going to do so. I'm going to have a little bit of drink. I'm with some of my friends. I'm going to let loose. I'm going to have some fun and let my hair down. So, I mean, every so often, we all need a little bit of that. We all need a little bit of me time. So, when it comes to, you know, music kind of speaking to you in your lives, when it comes to artists, like as you said about the Smiths, you know, there's been songs of theirs that have, you know, in a matter of sense, spoken to you or, you know, provoked a certain emotion out of you. Are there any artists that have spoke to you or inspired you over the years?
I think a lot of our answers to that question overlap. There are so many artists that have led us down this path to where we are now, that have kind of led to us discovering Ghost, for example. And I think that it's a wide-ranging group of people. So you could talk about people like Johnny Cash. You could talk about people like Metallica. You could talk about people like Def Leppard. You could talk about people like Kiss. You could talk about anybody. And then even more modern people, like you could say Korn, or you could say Slipknot, or you could say Linkin Park, Taylor Swift. You could say anybody. You could say Ed Sheeran if you wanted to. Everybody goes on their own path through their musical journey. And everyone arrives at the destination they arrive at because of the artists that have led them that way and the artists that have opened their minds. And it's amazing when you discover a band and then you realize who inspired them, and then you have like 10 more bands to go and discover. It's a magical thing. And that's the part of the beauty of the musical journey we all go on in our lives. Whether it's Frank Sinatra or ABBA or people on a completely different end of the spectrum. You like what you like, and it takes you where it takes you. And in the end, you always get where you want to go.
Yeah, because I always say to people that music can really define an individual, and everybody has their likes, everybody has their dislikes, and everybody has their favourites. And I always go, fortunately, you know, thankfully for me, I've been able to find beauty in all kinds of genres of music, and you know, I never thought that would be the case. I thought it was going to be maybe one or two genres that I kind of stick with, but I've managed to, in my life, you know, 27 years, to be able to find a lot of love and enjoyment from country music, pop. Then it goes to rap, and then it'll go to the more classical music, you know, your ballads like your Frank Sinatra, etc., or a Michael Bublé. Then it'll go to pop again. It'll probably be a Bruno Mars or an Ed Sheeran or a Taylor Swift. It just, you know, I've been very blessed to be able to find a lot of love for an awful lot of incredible music from incredible artists, whether it's from, say, the older generation, say, even as far back as the 60s, you know, like Elvis Presley, etc. Then you kind of come into this generation, and you know, you've got your Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, etc. But that's the beauty of music. You just don't know when it's going to hit you in any kind of way. It doesn't matter what emotion it triggers or what it does or what genre it is. It's going to affect you in some manner of sense. But when it comes to the event as a whole, this is a part of, a charity. It's a charity event that we hold. This year we had a great festival. We had a great turnout, and the event before that we had Green Days, and that was a tribute to Green Day. And when we did our previous Rockstar Festival, we had an amazing time. We had a great turnout. We had one of the bands who brought a metal chicken that they created to put into the raffle, which caused a little bit of a stir. A lot of people were wanting to take it home. But yeah, these events, since I joined Ed, etc., and started to assist in sort of this sort of stuff, I've been thoroughly enjoying just simply kind of getting to know other bands and that I may not have heard before, and kind of going, I love doing this. This is what I love doing. And when it comes to the event as all, I enjoy myself thoroughly every single time. So when it comes to the event, are you guys excited? Are you guys looking forward to it?
Yeah, totally. It's a little different to what we've done before. We haven't really played a real festival before. We've played other charity events, and it always, when you go out there and have fun, and when it's for a good cause, it makes that all much more sweeter. And when there's other bands there, you have the opportunity to listen and learn to different kinds of approaches when it comes to live music, and different kind of approaches when it comes to performance. And there's so much music out there, you can't afford to close your mind to it. You have to absorb it and take the things that you like and try and incorporate them into what you do, and trying to make a better version of yourself out of the other side of it. So yeah, we're looking forward to that aspect of it, and we're looking forward to meeting the people out there in Barrow who are excited to see us. Like I said, it's a part of the country we haven't traveled to before. There's going to be new faces. There's going to be new experiences, and hopefully we're all going to have a hell of a good time.
I mean, from what I've seen from the events of this year, they do know how to have fun. That's what I will say. I have seen at several events that we have had this year that folks in Barrow know how to let the hair down, and when the music is good, the events, every single event that we've had, everybody's just had an absolute ball, and then they're asking us what we've got coming next. When we stated that we had you guys come in, and then of course the likes of Lady Rage, and then they've come to us again. We're going, well, from what I know and what I've announced to people, that 2024 is stacked. I said you've got an incredible first event in February. We have incredible DJ Andy Whitby coming. Also with Alan Ben, two massive international DJs that are very, very well known and very, very well liked. And then, of course, we've got you guys, Lady Rage, and our other bands in The Resurrection Machine, Neon Oracle, Silly Peach, etc. They're all coming as well in April. And then I said in the summer, we've got even more events. And that's why everyone's been going, what have you guys got coming? I went, we're stacked for 2024 with incredible events, with absolutely amazing events. And like I said, I love meeting new people. I can talk the back ends of a donkey. So I just love meeting new people. So I truly do look forward to meeting you guys in person. And is there anything else that you would like to mention? Anything at all?
No, just that we're excited. We can't wait. We can't wait for that event to roll around, and to meet everyone out there who wants to see us. And if you say that if the music's good, people will have fun, then we'll do everything we can to bring the music, and we'll have fun together. And hopefully we'll make it a memorable event. We're excited about it. And if your 2024 is stacked, we hope that we can do something that will make it stand out as a tip-top event of your 2024. And hopefully have some fun in the process. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Because all our profits do go to the charity, and what we want to do every single time is, in a manner of sense, kind of up the ante, in a manner of sense. So you've just had one great event. Well, it's just you're about to be blown away again. We've got another one coming for you. You're going to be blown away how good that is. So that's what we want to do for next year, is just keep improving, keep getting, bigger and better, and leave people speechless and going, these people just don't miss. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're getting the right bands in, the right acts in, etc. They just know what they're doing. So that is everything I have for you guys. Thank you ever so much for taking the time out your days. Understand that you're a very, very busy bunch. But thank you ever so much. That is going to be everything. Ladies and gents, that is none other than Ghost UK, a tribute to Ghost. They are going to be coming April 2024 for the Brewstars Rock Festival. They are one of the two headline acts, along with Lady Rage, and also you have Silly Peach. You also have the Resurrection Machine, Neon Oracle, and maybe some more to be announced soon. Who knows? You have to keep your eyes peeled for that. But gents, thank you ever so much for stopping on by. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you. I look forward to meeting you all at the event in April.
Yeah, we'll see you there. We see you there. We're counting down the days. See you soon.
Thank you very much. Take care now. That's been me. That's been the Just Mo Show. Thank you all so much. I will see you all next time. Thanks for stopping on by. Good night. Are you ready to rock and roll? Coming to Barrow Furnace Cloud9 in April 2024. We have two massive names all in one night. Ghost UK and Lady Rage. A double whammy massive event with more bands announced soon. You do not want to miss out on this event. You can get your tickets in the description below for our Brewstars Rockfest. Brewstars Rockfest 2024. We have you covered. Ghost UK and Lady Rage at the Cloud9, April 2024. Miss out.